Tonight, it's X's, Flex's, and Fred's sports.
Fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy night.
I realized if somebody had watched us on Pop Culture Pros, remember they said they only watched the first 10 seconds?
Yeah. Well, I started putting like the first 10 seconds on our, on like that intro. I decided I'm going to start doing that on our YouTube.
At the Pop Culture Pros?
Yeah, just that first couple seconds.
Yeah.
Just to see if it does anything. It hasn't helped at all with this one, the latest one. So,
With your host, Archer.
Yeah, because I thought about putting the teasers, when we do the
you should.
Teasers, pleasers.
But I always put a comment or something before that say in the show. So that's
My dog's got pleasers.
yeah, see, that probably will be on there.
Oh, I like that on there.
I don't like it.
Let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the Black Lake and Collective Podcast, episode number 146. Thank you very much.
46.
146. That's right. That's right. Oh, God. We're so glad you joined us. And we can't thank you enough for your support on X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Flim Flams. You can always check us out at blcpodcast.com and listen to us every single day on your favorite podcast platforms or your least favorite. I don't give a shit which one you listen to us on, honestly.
Go. Just listen.
And don't forget to like and review the show and tell us all the things that we're... If we don't get some... Let me just say this. If we don't get some comments about this week's show, about what's about to happen,
oh shit,
we can say anything. That's all I'm going to say. So...
Nice.
No, we'll see. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
Go.
So welcome to the show, everybody. Of course, I want to welcome Fred. Fred, how are you tonight?
I'm good. You didn't have a little quip or
no?
nothing?
I didn't have anything. My brain has been in a different.
It's
brain has
a
been in a different thing
world where you come from.
All the world is falling apart around me, Fred. So,
well, I want to introduce the Dwayne Wade or the Dwayne Wayne of the podcast. Allan on TV. Flip the glasses up.
Yeah. Spin.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're so glad you joined us. Let me go ahead and start off this show by saying I got to give a disclaimer. And you know this is never a good thing, Fred, but I got to give a disclaimer before I say anything else.
He's about to say the N-word.
No, I'm not. I'm not that lady in North Carolina. who became she's like trying. Did you hear about that? Did you hear she was trying to launch her right-wing commentator influencer career by doing that? She did it on purpose.
The one who was watching, he was like washing dishes or something.
Yeah, and said like broke N-words, yeah. She did that on purpose to get basically get shunned by black people online so that she could become a conservative influencer. She said that. Isn't that crazy?
So in other words, black people aren't conservative?
I think that is the general feeling.
Well, no, not really. I mean, there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people, though, Allan.
You know what I'm saying is
there's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people. It's
alienated. She's saying the word like every black person is not. It's like
sure, but maybe not every black person, but most black people are like that is not okay.
And most white people are the same.
Right, exactly, but not white
conservative.
Right.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Well, no. Let me just say this.
That's not true.
Her plan was to be extra overly racist and for her to become an influencer. And
she didn't even say it like she didn't say it with a hard R.
No, she didn't say that.
She didn't say it with a hard R.
No, she didn't.
So
she knew what she was saying, though.
Yeah, I get that. And
she knew what she was doing.
Well, so she was just baiting.
Yeah.
Right. Baiting. It was. There you go. Yeah. It was all a show.
Yeah, it's all a show.
You can't say that because we live in a conservative area, and most people here aren't racist.
The ones who are louder than the ones who aren't.
Yeah, I give you that.
Just say that.
But most of them aren't. I mean,
most of them no, but the majority of people are good people.
And the majority of people here are conservative. So you really can't.
Right, but what I'm saying is it's the squeaky wheel is the one that gets the grease.
Right.
And those people who are that way, conservative or otherwise, are generally louder and put in front of other people more regularly than people who are just like, I don't give a shit what happens.
That goes both ways.
Right.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
No, because like, not really, because like, look at me.
I just got it.
Oh,
yeah, like you.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with
that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but not me.
It is
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Not me.
No, but Fred, so speaking of
okay, go ahead.
Pride, and this has nothing to do with Pride. But so let me give this disclaimer that I was supposed to give like 5 minutes ago. Okay, so disclaimer. Thankfully, firstly, this situation has since resolved and everything is safe.
All right.
Everyone involved, great, good, huge.
Take your butthole.
Great. Okay, so having said that,
yes,
I can say what I'm about to say.
Say it.
All right.
So, Fred, have you ever wondered what any of your ex-girlfriends are up to?
Sure.
Well, Fred, I haven't.
You haven't?
Until today, when I learned what one of my former girlfriends has been up to.
Oh.
And I learned it on social media because person, and I'm not going to give names.
Was that her? Was
person
that your ex-girlfriend?
Was thought to be missing here in the upstate, which is, scary to people. Yeah. And yes, this person and their van was a former girlfriend of mine. So let me read a little excerpt of what I learned today.
Which girlfriend was this one?
Hold on, I will get into it. Don't worry. I'm not giving names. We don't.
No, you don't have to give names because we already
before my lovely wife that I'm married to now.
Yeah.
So, okay. So let me read this, and then I'm going to tell you about it, and then I'm going to explain why I feel the way that I do about it. Okay. Okay. Great. Blankety blank, which will be her name, hasn't been seen since early June in upstate South Carolina. Blankety's daughter-in-law said her phone has been off for several days and she hasn't been in touch with anyone, which is out of character. They said Blankety usually checks in every day. Okay. Blankety's mom lives in Greer, which is close to where we are and where I used to work. She is known to frequent parking lots all in Greer, Taylor's, and Greenville, but occasionally visited Spartanburg and Pickens counties. These are our neighboring counties, folks. I'm told Blankety. Hold on. It gets more interesting as it goes. I'm told that Blankety uses a wheelchair because she only has one leg. She has been known to live out of her van.
So
her family has checked local jails, hospital systems, coroner's office, and tried to file a missing family report. They said due to her being an adult, the agency's not going to take it. Blankety's son and wife reached out to help and blah, blah, blah. So if anyone son and wife. Yeah, I think it's Blankety's son and his wife. I thought her wife. I was about to say
you was dating a one-legged.
Right. Hold on. So now, if anyone's seen Blankety or her van, please call local law enforcement. Okay.
Damn, because I got confused here for a second.
Right. So I'm pretty sure that the way the story goes is Blankety, her son, and his wife were worried about,
Blankety.
her.
Blankety.
So and that's great. And I'm glad that, like I said, she's been found safely. Great.
In the river. Right. In a van by the river.
She was down by the river. No, apparently she was in a Walmart parking lot.
Oh, wow.
Big parking lot. But anyway, so I read this and I was like, hey, that person looks familiar because there's a picture of her, of her on there.
Right.
And then I was like, can't be my ex-girlfriend because my ex-girlfriend had two legs. So what the fuck happened to her leg? Like, I can't figure it out. It got me thinking like, okay, wait a minute. I just assumed everyone lived like, when you're not around people, you just assume they live a normal day-to-day life. Nothing crazy happens, just whatever. And then for me to be like, so what the fuck happened? Because I know she got remarried. That's great. Or married. I didn't marry her initially. She got remarried because she was married before.
I'm starting to get real confused now.
No, I'm sorry to confuse you. But yeah, so I know she remarried after we dated. It's great. Good for her. And it was good. He's a friend of mine. Good guy. But
Well,
I don't know when she lost the leg.
Well, you need to call him and ask him.
I'm like, there's a part of me that's tempted to do that, but I also know that I can't do that. And now it might be more likely that I can do that now that she's been found safely. But for a little while, I was like, what in the fuck happened? How did she lose this leg? Why is she living in a van? And why is she married to a woman? This because when I read it initially, I read it the same way you read it, as like, and her wife was worried about, and I'm like, what have I done to this poor person that she is now in a van with one leg? And that's just crazy. I just want to know what happened to her damn leg.
So, like, what happened?
I don't know. They found her. No one said, oh, she lost her leg because X. No one said that.
Man, you got me all hyped up for the story.
The story is, when I knew her, she had 2 legs, and now she has less than that.
Well, I guess we knew her too.
Yeah, give her her leg back.
Yes, no, I mean, we knew her too. So that, because I'm trying to think. All right, it wasn't like you were super gigolo. So it's not like you had 40 of them. So it's like, it's either
her name rhymes. Let me say this: her name rhymes with felony.
Oh, really? Her? Okay, wow. How the hell she lose her leg?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. I've never wanted to know anything more in my life.
That's why she was in the Walmart parking lot. She was looking for it.
Well, that's what so then I was like, what's like, was her wife like, oh, I love you even though you're missing a leg, which is great. That's love.
That couldn't be me.
Turn her gay?
I would have had to.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I would have had to investigate. I would have had to investigate more. Like,
well, and so and I get that. I told my wife about it.
Back 3 years on a Facebook page.
Right. See, that's the thing. She doesn't have that because she lives in a van, Fred. At least part-time in a van. Potentially by a river. Very possibly by the Greer River. And down by the Swamp Rabbit Trail. But no, it's just one of those things. Like I said, I saw that this morning, and I was, and like that was it. And so my wife, I told my wife about it, of course, and she's like, why are you focused on her leg when her whole body is missing? And I'm like, her whole body missing, I understand. Where did the leg go?
Where did the leg go?
Like last I knew, it was there, and now it's not.
Probably at a landfill somewhere.
Maybe. I don't know. Then it's been
like up for adoption.
Well, but then you guys got me thinking she gave up her leg for adoption. But then you got me thinking, we were talking about that Donald Trump shark battery thing, and I was like, did a shark do it? Like, what could have happened?
It was a lake shark.
When the shark bites,
there's more sharks than ever.
That's white teeth. It's back tonight.
So that's what's going on with my exes, or one of my exes anyway. Have you guys had anything crazy happen with any of your exes? Have you heard anything afterwards? I told you one of my exes, when I split up with her, she decided to go on like a weekend bender, got wasted, and ended up getting into a terrifically bad wreck.
Oh no!
She didn't lose a leg, but she did have to spend like a month in the ICU.
Jeez.
And that wasn't my fault.
No,
but maybe a little bit.
I've had an ex that I know she got pregnant like at
hours after you broke up with her.
Well, Fred had an ex that screwed what's his face when he was in jail.
Yeah,
true. Oh, that's true.
All right, yeah.
Don't forget about that. Never forget.
Well, she was the current at the time.
Right.
But this ex got pregnant like later, like probably like 10 years after we broke up, which would have made her in her mid to late 30s, which ain't bad, but like with a dude who didn't want to have anything to do with the kid.
See, that's
like, yeah. And she had already had a kid, and the guy didn't want nothing to do with the kid. So now she's got 2 kids that the guy don't want to have it.
Dodged a bullet. That's what I texted
I
texted a couple of my buddies the screenshot of this today, and they're like, "Looks like you dodged a bullet." I'm like, "Looks like I did. Looks like she didn't." I did.
When I broke up with her, like she sent me. She was like real crazy. She sent me like a picture of her like hanging herself, like I was like,
oh my God.
The fuck?
Like,
You know what I'm saying? But it was from like the shower curtain rod.
Right. So it wasn't
I
like,
was like, what are you doing?
like so
I
you're
gotta
saying
hold your weight.
Yeah. Like the rope's all loose. And she's like,
I'm not gonna hold your weight. You know what I mean?
You'll never kill yourself that way, you stupid bitch. That's why we broke up.
Can't do nothing right, dude.
It failed again. That is the worst part about trying to commit suicide is the failure.
Yeah, the failure.
Yeah, if you ever feel like a failure in life, fail to commit suicide and see how
If
that
you
goes.
fail, damn.
Makes yourself feel worse.
Dropped one more, yeah. Can't win anything.
Oh,
So yeah,
God.
no, it was just a crazy day, man. Like I said, thankfully she was found safely and everything is fine. But there was a little while there where I was like, what the heck is happening? And again, what happened to her leg? I just gotta know.
That's a leg, dude.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna ask some people we used to work together.
Terrible kickball accident.
And so yeah, I'm gonna see. Maybe she stepped on a landmine. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a rat ate it. I don't know.
She lost it in Iraq.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she didn't. Maybe the bullet that I dodged hit her right in the leg.
Yeah, right in the leg, right in the knee. Took her fucking leg right off.
I just don't know, man. But yeah, I got to find out because it was just one of those weird things.
She lost her leg and went gay.
Right. Well, see, that was the thing too. And I was like, well, so what's the order of events here? Because I know we split up. She married a dude that we both knew. And then they split up a couple of times back and forth because that's what, they were both a little wackadoodle. So that's what they did. And then, well, I mean, what are you going to do? And then that's as far as I know. So what could have happened from then to now that gave her a van, took a leg, and gave her a wife?
Could you find out?
I can try.
Stay tuned next week, folks.
Yeah, if I find out anything, I will 100% let the listeners at home know. And if you found any of this offensive, sorry. This is just how life works, guys. It is how it is. I can't.
Actually,
I just can't.
If they found it offensive, then they're stupid because this is funny as fuck.
They call her Legolas.
That's right. It's true.
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
Her name was Blankety, but now we call her Skip. So
Yeah.
so I'm gonna call him like, hey, Skip. I mean, Blankety. No.
Oh, it's fucking me.
So my wife now is decided, she was like, hey, look, I'm great because I have both legs. And I was like, okay. I mean, I convinced her. I was like, well, look at it this way. You do have more legs than the average American. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, you're above average in the legs category. So there you go. That's what you need to know. We'll take a quick break.
Well, yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
And we'll be right back with more of the BLC Podcast. Welcome back to the 140-something edition, 6th edition of the Blackling Collective Podcast. Sorry we had to step out. Fred had some technical difficulties, but everything is remedied and right and great and good. So, welcome back. Thank you. And again, sorry if, anyone who's a one-legged person who took offense to that. I apologize. One of the benefits though, Fred, is now she can do like the Pixar Halloween costume or the one-legged lamp like that one guy does. Like the flamingo. That's great. So, hey, you know what? If there's one thing that Blankety could do was look on the bright side of life. Exactly.
Yeah, I seen a TikTok of a guy that had no legs and he was on a jet bridge coming off of a plane and he went to act like he was getting on the thing and he just went boom and flopped and fell on the floor. And everybody ran towards him, and he was like, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Dirty.
Yeah.
That would be the kind of legless guy I'd be. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. I have fun with
Hopefully. Yeah, you gotta have fun with
like in Halloween, you hide in the back of like the shop dressed as a zombie, and like when people come near you, you like run out at them like, ah, you scare them, man. That's funny.
That would scare the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, dude. No,
like,
that would change my life.
The shit out of me. Yo.
Yeah, that would 100% change my life. I'd be like, okay, well, I'm different.
I got scared of a little fucking dog that was hiding under a swing, jumped out at me, and I screamed like a woman.
Just imagine half a man coming at you.
Yeah.
No, I would not like that. But that's a great way to make your money.
Mm-hmm.
I dress up as Eddie Murphy and trade places. Like when he had
when he was on the whole thing. Yeah, I have no legs. I have no legs. So, Fred, well, thankfully, unless this thing that you're about to talk about breaks off, we should all hopefully keep all of our appendages for now. But Fred, I heard that you and Allan partook in a movie experience unlike any other over the weekend.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
And independently,
spoiler alert.
I think. So yes, close your ears if you haven't already seen the movie Civil War Part 2, the movie.
Civil War Part 2,
I think is what it's called. Something like that.
It's
Civil War.
It's called
Civil War.
Yeah.
It's called Civil War. Civil War, starring Kristen Dunst.
Kirsten
Dunst. Yep.
Kirsten
Mary
Dunst.
Jane from Spider-Man.
Right.
Yep.
Mary Jane.
The good Spider-Man. And
back when
that was about the only one I know.
Everybody else.
Nick Offerman was president.
Yeah, he was the president.
He didn't have but a couple scenes, but like one really big scene.
Yeah, at the end, he had the big scene. He had the big scene at the end.
The big scene at the end.
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst, Nick Offerman, Jesse Plemons.
Oh,
there's
that's
a
right,
lot of star power on this one.
Funny. Yeah.
But
I liked it. Personally, I liked the movie because I went into it thinking that it was going to be about the Civil War.
Right.
About a Civil War.
Okay. Like not the one that already happened.
Right. A New Age Civil War, which it loosely was. Like there was a Civil War happening, but that wasn't the story.
So it wasn't the story. Okay.
The story is about 4 journalists trying to make their way to DC to interview the president.
Okay.
At the time before the Western forces invade DC and ultimately eliminate him.
Yes.
But I thought it was pretty good. I did. I mean, you didn't like it?
No, it was but basically all it was them making them 4 journalists act like they had integrity, which we all know no journalist has integrity, and they're out there to, we want to give you what we. Basically, it was an ad for journalists, in my opinion. Captain America wasn't in it. Iron Man wasn't in it. Thor wasn't in it. Hulk wasn't in it. None of the Avengers.
This is the wrong Civil War.
That's true.
This is the wrong Civil War.
Thought
he's got you on that one, Fred.
It said Civil War. Part 2 of the movie.
Right.
I thought something. At least the Falcon dude or somebody.
Falcon dude.
Somebody. Yeah. Anybody.
The lower ones. The ones from
the Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Yeah.
Daredevil or
nobody. Nobody. Had Kristen Dunst, and I figured, oh well, Spider-Man's going to be in it. No, Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire didn't even make it.
No. Howard the Duck wasn't in it. Or MODOK, anybody. Well, so who was in it? So who was warring? Is my first question.
That's what they didn't even really tell you. They said that they said California, Florida, and Texas had
3 bases.
Pretty much teamed up. They gave that reference like one time, and it was real quick. And they said Florida tried to move into the Carolinas, but got pushed back.
Yeah,
they took Georgia. They took Georgia.
They called it the Western Front.
Yeah, they really didn't talk about the Civil War itself. It was more
that's what
it was the journey of the journalists.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they should have called the movie. Journey
the journey of the journalists.
Journal.
You know, that's what it was. It wasn't, you know.
Yeah. But like, no, I mean, like some of the scenes were like really intense though. Like, you know,
because there was a war going on.
And I can just imagine they're traveling from New York to, like I said, DC, and they have
New York to DC. Like, that's a short trip.
That's a short trip, but the highways are all fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like those are the
lights.
routes.
Oh, the lights. So many lights.
Those would be the main supply routes. So those are going to be the first things you shut down.
Sure.
You know, in a war, like on domestic soil.
If I did a civil war,
if you did,
it would be big. It would be great.
It'd be beautiful.
I'd shut down the highways everywhere.
And I don't know if
Kirsten Dunst, beautiful.
And I wish they would have. I do wish they would have like gave more detail about.
Yeah, if they had given more detail about that stuff, that would have been basically for me. It was a thing telling me how great journalists are, knowing that journalists aren't great. You know, but, they don't report the news no more. All they do is opinion. So
see, and that was the thing, because you really couldn't even. They didn't really do any journalism. Like all they did was take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all they did was take pictures. The one guy at the end asked one question. You know what I'm saying?
And it was like,
how do you feel? And the guy, the guy's about to die, and he crawls up, and he's like, "Do you like chocolate or vanilla ice cream?" And then like dead.
He's like, chocolate chip.
Right. Neither.
Yeah, I'm diabetic.
But the firefight at the end was was really good.
Spoiler again, firefight.
No, actually, when the action scenes were good.
Yeah, the action scenes were good. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch it in theaters, and I could only imagine like probably watching it in theaters would have been like
shorter.
Really there, like, you know, kind of you could imagine yourself.
Right. More even more intense.
Right.
That's like watching. I think watched Saving Private Ryan in theaters the first time, and I was like, "Oh my god, it changed."
Right, that opening scene, Saving Private Ryan, is a mother. That's a motherfucking scene.
Well, the whole fucking movie, man.
Yeah, the whole movie's a motherfucking.
It's a good movie.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah,
should have watched that on D-Day.
Yeah,
but
too late.
The scene. Was the guy Jesse Plemons?
Yeah.
That scene. Yeah, that scene right there was pretty intense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it just makes, and that's what's like scary about it. Because I watched it with my wife, and I told her, I was like, "This is fictional, yeah, but could you imagine? Because we live in a small rural town,
right?
Yes, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing like if that shit was to pop off and the government ain't here to help, these motherfuckers can just do what they want."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can just start going door to door. I'm American. Yeah. Well, what kind of American? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he asked them. What kind of fucking question is that?
Yeah.
But
that's yes, that's
American.
Yes and no. I mean, there's certain parts of the country. You see, where the thing was, they did it like on the East Coast.
Right.
You know, and so once you hit North Carolina all the way down, all these homeowners and all these people, they have weapons, so they're gonna defend themselves.
Right.
You know?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you can defend yourself, but like, let's say they came to your house.
Yeah.
And you know, you're gonna defend your property, but they got a gang of 20 motherfuckers and they all got guns too. You know what I'm saying? And do you know who on your block would side with you?
Yeah.
But do you know who on your block wouldn't?
Yeah.
So
see, I have a plan. This is my plan.
Get your plan.
This is my plan.
Don't tell your plan.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you sure you want to give it out?
I'll tell my plan.
I'm going to 4 17th Street.
It's a good plan. It's a beautiful plan.
Okay.
Huge, great.
Huge plan. It's great.
It's a huge, beautiful plan.
I say apocalypse. Wow.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have a plan.
No, but that's the plan. That is the plan.
You got a bug out bag?
Yes, I do.
You got a bug out bag?
Yeah, I got a bug out bag, and I live in the cul-de-sac, so it'd be kind of, if they want to come up the cul-de-sac, we can take them out.
Yeah.
So we can do
them
that.
in. You know what I mean? You got, they're coming up the road. You know what I'm saying?
You can, you can
Right.
take them. But still, it would be difficult, especially look in our areas, that rural areas.
Yeah.
It'll be difficult for them to do. I mean, can you imagine going to Pickens and trying that in Pickens? Everybody,
Right.
with them ARs.
Well, that's the thing. We are, yeah.
So in our,
that's what I'm saying. Like, well, me, okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 houses like around.
Right.
me.
You got your own bunker setup situation.
Well,
there,
not really. I mean,
yeah. You could.
we could, but like we don't.
Right.
Yeah, but
You
you
know
can
what I
see
mean?
them coming. It's not like, see, it'll be easier in the cities. It would be easier because everybody is so compact, and basically you can just
Sure.
put them all in.
Yeah.
In our case, it'll be like Red Dawn.
Yeah.
In Red Dawn, basically, when they got out into the outer parts of the United States, it was difficult to deal with that because
Right.
the
And
militia.
plus, like people in cities like don't have as much firepower as.
Because we don't know. And the thing, and going back to the movie, they didn't explain what the Civil War was about.
Right.
So we really don't know what the deal. I mean, it could have
Paper
been
versus plastic.
Yeah,
slavery.
it could. I mean, it could be anything. It could have been, I don't want to use charting.
Say one thing. They said one thing that like really sparked my interest. And it's about shit that's happening now too. Is where the president, the current sitting president in the movie, defunded the FBI, the DOJ, and like he defunded all these government agencies. And when he did that, I guess that's
I just read about what started the Civil War, the movie, slavery. So
yeah,
but that's what like
taxes.
that project. Have you heard of that project 2025?
Yeah.
But I mean, even if they defund all that, it doesn't make nothing. The only way you can have a civil war is if you defund the National Guard.
Sure. Okay. I don't know.
That would be because you can defund the FBI. It don't mean shit. But if you defund the National Guard, that means those are the tanks, those are the weapons, those are the grenades, those are Captain America, all of them.
That's right. He's part of. That's true.
They're part of the National Guard.
National Guard,
Space Force, everybody.
Yeah.
So if every state, let's say every state had the same amount of people in it, what state would win a civil war? Let's say, okay, you said this started in Florida. They tried to take over the Carolinas, and they were beaten back, or whatever.
Yeah.
So if every state had the same amount of people in it, let's just say, who would win an all-out state versus state brawl, Royal Rumble style? That's what I need to know.
I would say Tennessee.
Yeah,
it's a good guess.
Tennessee or West Virginia.
Yeah, because the mountains, man, it's gonna be
mountains.
tough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of who I think would be the toughest people.
Like,
California would be
large, so you can spread out.
Sure.
Texas, same way, you can spread out.
You can
right,
spread
Texas
out.
would be tough.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I mean, the larger states, but I mean,
right.
concentrated areas, it would be hard. Like West Virginia, maybe.
I think Alaska would be a surprise.
Alaska, and Colorado probably too, because living up there,
they'd be hard to take. They'd be hard to take those states. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if you like, what's that little game where you're like a thing and you got to go around eating other things, and
Pac-Man?
You get bigger as you eat more things.
Yeah, okay, snake.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be like that. So if it started in Florida and it went up, Florida ate South Carolina or Georgia,
what would be the easiest state?
I
probably
would
like
say
Delaware and Rhode Island. Probably
Rhode Island would probably be the easiest, in my opinion.
I say that, and probably Vermont, because they don't have weapons and shit over there.
Well, and not only that, just it seems like, and not to say those aren't tough people, because they are tough people, listeners up there. We love you, but it just seems like, I don't know.
I
maybe
think
it's just
New York
so
would be hard to take too.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
I think even New York City would be hard to take, man. They got so many tall buildings in there, and you could just sit up there and snipe all day.
Yeah, you have the high ground all.
Yeah, all fucking.
This is what our comedy show's about.
And then once they cross 105th Street, woo! Them niggas is gonna
don't go down MLK Boulevard. It's done.
They go. Try to take Harlem.
Harlem or Compton,
right?
You know, try to go to LA.
Compton,
right.
Man.
LA and all that.
You don't think? Yeah, I remember that movie Money Talks, and like Chris Tucker, he called that dude up. He's like, "Man, I need some weapons, man." He was like, he had a rocket launcher. I'm pretty sure them dudes have all kind of military weapons.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why it'd be tough for any country to invade us because,
yeah, man.
I mean, you have to deal with, you know,
right. If you beat the army, you still have to beat the people.
And, right. Not only the legal weapons that are out there, illegal weapons. That are out there on the street, man. Like,
right.
They don't know.
Good stuff.
They don't know.
Yeah, it would be.
So we think the ultimate winner.
I sure hope it don't happen in my lifetime. I mean, if they have war, it happened after I'm dead, then I don't give a shit.
It's not gonna happen.
We don't need no civil war.
Right, exactly. No, that's what they're gonna do. Is they're just gonna jam that song.
Was the beginning of it? Hey, wanted it to have it this way, so you got it that way.
Yeah, at the beginning of the song. Yeah. What we have here is failure to communicate.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
I had to look that up because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah,
I had to look
Cool
it
Hand
up.
Luke.
Yeah.
Cool Hand Luke. Yeah.
Yep. So,
because I thought it was a woman.
Right.
I thought it was a woman talking. Oh, that's a dude.
Cool Hand Luke.
Hey, you remember that story I said about that lady that I saw her in the morning when I was working? I said, "How you doing, sir?" And she was like, "It's ma'am." Yeah, she sounded like that dude. That's why I thought it was a dude. That's why I thought it was a dude, man.
Same girl.
It's ma'am.
Yeah, I was like, "How you doing, sir?" It's ma'am.
GameStop lady.
There you go. Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the BLC Podcast. Welcome back to the BLC Podcast. We're so glad you're still with us after all the war chat. I don't know if that's what we want to.
War chat.
War chat.
That's right. So, so we finished the Sounds of War, and we're back with a brand new, old, familiar but unfamiliar segment because we're always keeping it new, Fred.
Always
keeping it new and old at the same time. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a segment you've never experienced. It's time for Fredline News.
Sports edition.
Sports. Fredline News.
Sports.
Nailed it.
Yep.
So, there's a new fight league in the making. They just had their debut, I believe. Nice. I had never heard it's debut to me because I had never heard of it before. And it's called the World Freak Fight League. Yeah. Now these aren't just your normal. These aren't just your normal World Fight
WFFL.
Yeah.
Whiffle.
That's what it is. And but these are like crazy fights. I mean,
okay, go. Can you tell me more? What do you mean when you say like freaky fights?
Freaky fights. So they had this guy, Salim Chabul versus
household
Radosha Wolan, and these are two little people that they're fighting. You know what I mean? And that's pretty freaky, right?
That's pretty freaky.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty freaky.
Then they got another guy, Papa So, aka the Storm. He looks exactly like Manute Bowl. You remember Manute? 7 foot.
Not in my house.
120 pounds. No. Versus a guy who looks like Ed Sheeran.
The guy did look a lot like Ed Sheeran.
He did.
Oh, and his nickname
Was Ed Sheeran?
His name is Ty Jones.
Uh-oh.
His nickname, Ed Shitternator.
Aw. They didn't have to add the nader at the end.
Oh man.
Terminator, like the Terminator,
Yeah.
but not.
Did he
But
win?
yeah. No.
I don't know. I didn't get to see it. I
There's
did.
no way.
The only thing that I got to saw and what made me look it
You
up,
got the saw?
I got to see
I'm sorry.
was my Negro came out.
Damn it, now I have to look this up.
Robotics came out. So the only fight that I got to see a little bit of was Eddie, the Beast Hall, former world's strongest man,
These guys aren't that little, but this dude's huge.
versus the Nefertiti brothers.
The
Nefertiti brothers.
Nefertiti brothers.
Nefertiti brothers.
Nefertitis.
Nefertiti brothers.
That's why Fred was like,
Nefertiti.
titties, I'm in.
Nefertitis.
So the clip that I saw.
All right, look here, Alan, put this on so the viewers at home can see.
Just one titty.
These guys
You
aren't
got-
that small.
Look at the clip. I'm telling
Right.
you.
No, there's no
Look
clip.
at
It's
the
just the
there's no clip.
There he is with this guy who looks like he's very dead.
Yeah, he's
he is dead.
he's
like-
one titty.
The
Damn.
guy they're fighting against. Yeah.
It went 3 rounds. So you got 3 rounds. And in the second round, the end of the second round, beginning of third. So I think it was beginning of third. The Beast picks up, they trying to circle him. You know what I'm saying? They're trying
Right.
to surround him.
Flank
you know,
him
Yeah, they're trying to flank this guy.
like you
this
would a
is so
water
big.
buffalo.
One of them charges in, he catches him, like
Yeah.
picks him up. The other guy comes over and starts beating him. He throws him onto his brother, which knocks him down. He throws him
That's
on his brother,
exactly
which
what he
knocks him
did.
down. His brother gets up, rushes in. Dude sees him. It was like that scene in Justice League when the Flash was trying to run up on Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Superman just looked at him out the and
He's
he
like, oh shit.
he caught him. He caught him right in his jaw. His neck spun like 180, and he was out. And the bad part about it, they stopped the fight. Made sure dude was okay. Took him out of the ring because he's out now.
Oh, and
He's
then
out
it was
of
just
the
one-on-one.
competition. So now it's just one-on-one.
Oh, wow.
Poor kid.
And that
Poor other
lasted
guy.
about 5 seconds after
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
dude caught him and he just
I
got
would
on
have
the
just
ground
laid
and
down.
covered
I
his
would
head.
have just
He
laid
did.
down.
He laid down, covered his head up, and
Yeah,
dude,
like
the
this is the
referee
end.
was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
"Stop
sure
it."
they knew it was
That
over
was
at that
it.
point.
So, like,
Well,
But-
it turns out the Ed Sheeran guy did lose as well.
oh,
Sharinator,
Yeah, well, I mean, Matumbo was like, not in my house.
Right, that dude's
He
huge.
he must have gave him the shivers.
Yes.
That's an Ed Sheeran song.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm not cool enough for the Ed Sheeran. Sharon. Is he saying
That should be
flashing
y'all
lights?
boom, because you ain't up on your pop culture.
I'm
Well,
never
I
going to be
did.
up on that
That's
pop
what I
culture.
did at Hum Parker. I didn't do it on you. If you took
And Alan would never do it to himself. He only gives himself applause,
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You know me by now.
You know he's not going to do it to himself. What's that song where he's like, is that him where you're like, what pills are you on?
What pills are you on?
He's like,
That's
hey,
the Beatles,
Eddie,
man.
blues
It
is
It sounds like Ringo singing.
It's kind of how he does sound, though.
Have you ever heard Parker's Ringo impersonation?
No, I can't. I've been
Oh, man, he does it.
forbidden from doing it for you because my wife hates it more than anything. But I went to her and I said, "Do you want to join my band?" So yeah, she despises that. So she's gonna not
love
listen.
it. I love it.
She hates it so much. She's like, "It's on the phone." Yeah, that's what it's like. It's on the phone. It's on the phone.
I don't know.
Everybody's ready.
He's getting into it too, man.
You are. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. In this world,
No,
it's just us.
that's Harry Styles.
Everybody's the same to me.
Yeah.
White people are all the same to me. Yeah, that's Harry Styles. See, I didn't know. What kind of pills are you on?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you want to join my band?
Fredline Sports News number 2.
Fredline Sports. We're talking about the Beatles.
Paris Olympics 2024.
I've been to Paris. It's lovely.
So there's going to be a new what do you call it? What do you call it?
It's a new event.
Event
competition.
Yes, event competition entering into the 2024 Paris Olympics. One that you may not think is a sport, but the people of the world said, fuck it.
Professional sandwich. Oh, damn. I thought it was professional sandwich making.
Panini making.
That's got to be a sport.
Panini making.
Imagine that.
No, it's breakdancing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's also interesting.
So breakdancing, urban dance style that was originated in the United States in the 1970s with roots in hip hop culture and going to get its first breaking look at the 2024 Paris Olympics.
So
it's going to be put into two sets. There's going to be B-boys and B-girls. It's going to be moved by acrobatic movements, stylish footwork.
Everybody's frozen.
And, everybody's frozen?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So
how do they judge? Okay. My thing is like you said, I guess the criteria is, like you said, acrobatic footwork.
Yeah.
Fancy moves.
It says
who judges
that? Cool Mo D.
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, but it's in Paris. Isn't it like going to be a Parisian?
Turbo and Ozone going to be there.
Yeah, Turbo and Ozone are going to be part of it. Yeah.
I just feel like it's going to be weird because, like, I think only Americans could judge that, right? I mean, I don't know.
No.
Is breakdancing international, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's very big internationally. It got its start last Olympics at the Junior Olympics.
Okay.
At the Summer Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018.
Ain't no stopping us.
Oh, shit. They have a top 10 B-boys right here.
Yeah.
Top 10
dude.
of the year B-boys.
Yeah, it's sick, man. It's sick, dude. Like, they've taken all of that hip-hop stuff international, dude. Like, breakdancing, beatboxing.
Yeah.
Man, have you not heard beatboxing?
Cool, yes, I have heard that.
Beatboxing.
Dude, their names are cool too. Can I read you the top 10 real quick?
I remember back in the day, you had like dudes like No Legs or No Bones.
With the Fat Boys, they had the human beatbox dude.
Yeah, go ahead, give us the names.
The top 10, starting 10th to go. We'll go to first. Out of Massachusetts, it's B-Boy Little Zoo.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say out of Massachusetts. I was like, whoa, that is cool.
No, that is a cool name, actually. Then you have at 9, B-Boy Nord Diamond. This looks like Diamond without an N. Then B-Boy Danny Dan. B-Boy Leonie. B-Boy Jeffro. Jeffro. B-Boy Laguette. B-Boy Lee. B-Boy Alvin. B-Boy Victor. And then coming in the number one
Simon.
spot. B-Boy Theodore. No, B-Boy Phil Wizard. There's some better names that didn't place, but the top 10 is the top 10. B-Boy Mad Track didn't get in. B-Boy.
So these going to be competitors?
These are different people. Yeah. B-Boy Lussy Spy.
That's what I'm saying. Are they going to be there? Are they going to be
I don't
the
know.
game?
These were in the 2022 B-Boy Championships.
Okay.
Yeah, how would they qualify for the Olympics? That would be the
well, you got to have a qualifier. Yeah, you got to have a qualifier.
Yeah, you just got to do
it. Each country would have their own qualifier.
Right.
Or
set.
I mean, I would watch that. I don't
understand.
They're showing ice skating and crap like that qualifying. We don't want to watch that shit. We want to watch. We want to watch. Breakdancing.
I will watch breakdancing. I will watch skateboarding.
Yep.
You watch karate?
Yeah. Yes, I will watch karate.
Would you watch professional sandwich making?
No.
Let's see where we're at. 15 minutes. Yeah, we can talk about food.
Yeah, we made it. I waited till 50 minutes. I waited till exactly 50 minutes, Alan. I knew exactly what I was doing the whole time. As soon as that bell hit, that was the only thing I could think of.
Speaking of food.
Uh-oh.
Yo, boy, Joey Chestnut.
Oh, this is sponsored by Bang Bros, by the way.
Bang Bros.
Brain Brats.
This is sponsored by Blowjob HVAC. Blowjob HVAC. We'll always leave you satisfied.
Yeah.
Blowjob.
Joey Chestnut. Go ahead.
You'll love our packages. Blowjob HVAC. We never come early. Blowjob HVAC. Our service will leave a great taste in your mouth. That's all I got so far. But there'll probably some more. I'll probably pop up.
Oh, Joey Chestnut.
They're talking about wieners.
Blowjob HVAC. We never pull out too early. I don't know.
Gutted to learn he's been banned from the 2024 Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
That's sad. See, he's a legend.
He's a champion. How many times did he win it?
16.
16 times. 16 times champion. And he's been banned. You want to know why?
He went to the dark side.
Yep. He made a deal with Impossible Foods.
So only to sell
a vegan company. And instead of being sponsored by Nathan. So
he was never sponsored by Nathan's, you know that.
Well, no, but I'm sure it's Nathan's hot dog eating contest. It's
right,
not the hot dog eating contest sponsored by Nathan's.
I mean, he was never sponsored by Nathan's
right, but it's implicit that you eat their hot dogs.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is,
so was he not gonna eat the hot dog?
He was gonna probably have to eat vegetarian hot dogs.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna eat the Nathan's hot dogs.
Would be my guess.
Well, yeah, then I mean, if you're not gonna eat the hot dogs that's sponsored by the one putting on the competition.
Yeah.
It said the news came a day after Coney Island's iconic eating contest banned him from this year's competition after he signed a deal with a vegan hot dog brand, Impossible Foods. Yeah. So my assumption would be that he was like, I'm only going to eat Impossible hot dogs.
I mean, but he never said that. But you would assume that if you're going to sign an endorsement, like if you're going to sign with Reebok, you're going to use Reebok.
You can't go to Nike's store and like open the store up.
Right.
You know,
and he was a shoe-in because what's his name retired, right? Kobayashi.
No, actually, Kobayashi also got banned from the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Did he?
Yeah, and on that
same
vein,
to eat his own wiener.
No,
they hated him because he called them out on their shit, and they were like, you're done, you're banned.
These aren't coaching hot dogs.
Now on September 2nd, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Fred, breaking news. Yeah. It's Joey Chestnut versus Takeru Kobayashi in Chestnut versus Kobayashi unfinished beef. That's a real name.
Wow.
On Netflix, September 2nd, they're having a rematch that will determine, and I quote,
I couldn't watch
ultimate hot dog eating champion.
Netflix is like, dude, we bought bandwidth. We paid all this money for a fight. We're going to have to do it. We'll just put this
vegetarian. But get this, Fred, and here's where the trick comes in. According to Netflix, the hot dog eating champion, which both competitors will eat the most all beef hot dogs.
Yeah. See, I don't think Joey Chestnut never said he wasn't going to eat the hot dogs. I mean, but he never said, so that's the weird part is, all right, you're going to be endorsed by Impossible, but you basically were like, well, I'm still going to eat hot dogs,
Right. And Kobayashi said, retiring for me will only happen after I take him down one last time. This rivalry has been ruining Rora Wrong Rhyme. Competing against Joey live on Netflix means fans all over the world
that
can watch me knock him out I am
Matt
a
Parker
Freddy son.
speaking.
That's
I am
Scooby-Doo.
Freddy
Scooby-Doo.
son.
It sounds like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I wanted to do an interview with a dog, but we couldn't find one. So
That's what it sounded like, Scooby-Doo.
Ruh-roh is what they
Ruh-roh.
said. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh.
Rat Rarkers run a writ ranceled.
Terrible.
So who's going to compete now? I guess it'll be no.
It'll be a bunch of scrubs.
Yep.
Yep.
48
Bunch
hot
of wiener
dogs.
holders.
The winner is 48 hot dogs.
Yeah, the winner's gonna be like 4 hot dogs.
Yeah, 4 to 8.
Well,
You know they do that. They do that at the spot up here at around here, the hot dog place.
Skins?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that. They got
Yeah,
I
they have
think
a
one
competition.
dude.
Yeah. Man versus
one-
beer or beard versus food just went and dropped like 40 on them in like an hour.
Really?
40
At
hot dogs in an
Nathan's?
hour, yeah.
I mean, Skins?
At Skins, yeah.
Yeah.
Their previous record was 16, and he was like, I'll take
Yeah, it
40.
was 16. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went on and was like, I'll do 40 then.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I think he did it in like what 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something
Yeah,
like that.
not long. Yeah.
Yeah, it
versus
wasn't long
food,
at
great
all.
guy.
Yeah, but I mean, Skins hot dogs aren't really big, so
No.
No, they're
No.
not. They are good.
yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
They're
I'll,
delicious.
and personally, I don't like Nathan's hot dogs.
Yeah.
I don't like the taste of it. That's like,
Jewish.
I like Nathan's. Nathan's is good.
no, I don't. I rather have the Oscar Mayer beef, whatever, or the.
You just want
horse
your
meat
bologna
one.
to have a second name.
Exactly. Johnson.
All right. So,
So
yeah.
I got
that's
one more. I got
news.
one more.
One more.
One more. So this is a new sport.
Fred, I feel like we're limping to the end of
One legging it.
yeah. Sports
Sports.
news.
The World Gravy Wrestling Championships.
Wait a minute.
That,
Wait a minute.
hey, we're great.
It moved a little bit.
Oh, Parker's like, wait, what?
This could be my calling, Fred.
So the World Gravy Wrestling Championships revealed after hundreds of liters used in the pool. Hundreds of liters of beef juice, gravy.
Mm.
Men, women, and children
Mm-hmm.
all wrestled
No.
in the World Gravy Wrestling Championships.
Do you know what
That
kind of
took
gravy
place-
it is? Because I unfortunately do.
What kind of gravy was it?
Lancashire gravy. So it's British.
Yes, it is. It's in Rosendale, Lancashire.
Oh.
The event outside of Stack Steve's Rosen Bowl pub.
We're going to Staxy's Rosen Bowl to wrestle around in Lincolnshire gravy, isn't it?
Gravy. 2 minutes in the ring while swapped with gravy.
Oh, I put gravy in my shorts.
So evidently
I'm
this
not-
is just
This is one of those things that people in foreign countries do that's weird.
fucking nasty.
You want
Well,
gravy
like-
in your shorts? Just work outside for about 90 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. Gross.
These people
Maybe the grossest thing that's ever been said on this show, and that's saying
are
something.
disgusting.
Well, Fred, that's like they do the have you ever seen where they do the cheese wheel running thing?
Yes.
That like kills
Now, that's
people and like people
fun.
get really hurt.
Ain't nobody died. They got hurt.
A lot of
They
people
died.
got
that
really
that
hurt.
fucks them up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Bunch
can't
of
catch a
broken
cheese
legs and twice.
Man, you
Yeah,
go to the
not rolling
hospital,
down
they're
that
like,
fucking
what
hill.
happened?
Not rolling down. You ever watch that documentary?
Yeah, I did. No, I didn't watch the
Yeah.
documentary. I watched another thing called like Weird Sports or whatever with Rainn Wilson.
No,
And they
got
interviewed that girl who I was like, oh, she's cute. And they're like,
Yeah.
she broke both her faces off doing this cheese wheel shit. And I was like, oh, great.
And that's the thing. Only thing you win is the cheese.
Right. And the
That's the only thing you win.
and the
You ain't get no
pleasure
money.
of
knowing that
being
you
the cheese
won.
champ. Yeah. But you do win the cheese.
You win the cheese,
That's in Gloucester.
but nobody wants to be around you after you cut it.
Heyo. Worth it. Worth it. There it is. 5 minutes too late. So
So
who
these softballs, Allan.
you're off time, ain't it? So yes, lovely for sure. I'm sure that the World Gravy Championship is as delicious as it is disgusting.
As disgusting as it is disgusting.
You know it's disgusting.
That's had to be nasty.
Yeah, imagine if they cleaned that shit after because they
Then they're like, "Oh,
what you
take
do
it
with
back
all
to
of
the
it?
pub.
What you do
We
with
got
the
dinner to
leftover gravy?
serve. We got to
Yeah,
serve
what
dinner
you
tonight,
do?
mate."
because all them pubs there
Put it
have
on-
carpets and shit.
Right.
Put it on the beef Wellington.
The beef Wellington.
That's for my kidney grips. That's all special this week.
Gross.
Extra seasoned gravy, love. Governor.
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 You smell like me Lancashire gravy. I'm in love with you now. Isn't it? Anyway, well, Fred, do you have any more sportsticles?
That's it. That's all the sports news I had.
Sports bats. Sports spanks. No.
I did have one.
No. You're going to nail it.
We're going to nail it this time. Yeah. Ready?
Sports. Nailed it.
Yes.
We're never going to nail it. It's weird timing. It's white people timing, Fred.
Get it together.
It's almost impossible for people with rhythm to do it because it's off rhythm. It shouldn't be when it is, but because I'm white, I can handle it.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's like jazz. I understand jazz better.
And you can do it.
Yep. Asynchronous jazz. I get it. It gets me. Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I finally get it. I can dance. Oh, good times. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Does anybody have anything else to say about anything else that there is? I'm glad they found the one-legged person.
Yes.
It was the one-legged man.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
Yeah, that's right. What movie was that from?
Ace Ventura, wasn't it?
Fugitive originally.
Oh, that's right. Fugitive. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're fugitive. Yeah, it's like one arm
That's right.
man. It's like, I don't care. I didn't kill my wife. Yeah, I don't care. That's the best line. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
I believe that he delivered it too. I don't care.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for listening. If anybody has anything else to say, say it now or forever hold your peas.
BL cottage cheese.
Yeah, forever hold your penis.
Forever, I always gonna hold my penis.
I've been doing that for 50-something years, man.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Walk it off.
All right.
Walk it off, Skibbity, whatever your name was. Skibbity Rizzler.